So, good morning once again. So, we were studying about the different types of tissue. We have already explained, we have already learned about the plant tissue, different types of plant tissue. Now, our today's topic is the animal tissue, right? So, we have, as we have studied in the cytology part, that there are the different kinds of plant and animal tissue. Similarly, the animal tissue, the different kind of plant and animal cells were there. So similarly, the tissues also different from each other, like plant tissue is different from animal tissue. So how they are differentiated, we have already spoken. Now coming to the detailed description of the animal tissue. So what the animal tissue, the tissue which is present in the animal body, that is called as animal tissue. So they have been classified into four types based on their function. Different tissues have their different function. So based on the function, they have been classified into four groups. The first one is the epithelial tissue, The second one is the connective tissue. Third one is the muscular tissue. Fourth one is the nervous tissue. You can see it is in a sequential manner. Epithelial tissue, AP means upper part, the outer part. So the tissue which is responsible or which is making the external part or the outer part or at the edge which is present generally, they are epithelial tissue, and these all epithelial tissues are primarily in protection in function. They are protecting us. So we will come in detail what are the different types of epithelial tissue. The next one is the connective tissue. So we have covered the external part. Now it's time to connect. The different things should be connected, like bones should be connected to the muscles should be connected to the bones, the two bones should be connected, the two muscles should be connected, the different tissues should be also connected, which is present inside the upper part of the body as well as in the lower part of the body. So how they all will be connected? Of course, they will be connected with the help of a tissue. So these tissues are called as connective tissue. Their main role is to connect to act as a transporter. Third one is the muscular part. As in the skeleton system, we have the skeleton system, right? The muscles are responsible to give it in a particular shape to the body. So the next one is the muscular tissue. Their functioning is different. They might be function according to our will. They might be function, might be not function according to our will. So the muscular tissue is the third type, and the fourth type is the nervous tissue. So nervous tissues are what? Those tissues who is responsible for the conduction of impulses. Like suppose someone is pinching here and immediately we get the message, and all of a sudden if something is going on, immediately we are pulling our hand if someone is just pinching us. So how this happen? How it possible? There is a frequent transmission, there is a fast transmission of information from the site of reception as well as analysis is going on, and after that the motor nerves, there should be an action. So as the signal received, analysis was done, conclusion was concluded, and the result should be there. So as a result, some action is required. So for that, nervous tissue is responsible for that. So as a broad, the entire animal tissue is classified into four groups. That is the epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. So now I am coming to the epithelial tissue. They are again classified on the various types, like four types are there: squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelial tissue, columnar epithelial tissue, and striated epithelial tissue. So how it is arranged? Like you can see, these all classification is based on the type of the cell, right? So these all cells are based on the type of the tissues has been classified into types of cell, what type of cells were there, where their location were there, what was the function. So squamous, it is coming, so I'm going to explain about the epithelial tissue. So I'll erase rest of the part.